Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be talking about hiking and carrying a gun and what you can do to stay armed while in the woods. First of all, I'm making this video inside today because it's raining. I don't have a real pretty background, so sorry for the garage door. So today we're going to be talking about carrying a gun while backpacking or hiking. And I say that because you have to realize when backpacking or hiking, most of your carrying real estate, i.e. your belt line, is kind of covered up by a waist strap. So I want to talk today about how we can mitigate these issues and carry a gun while hiking or backpacking. So as most of you may know, I'm going to utilize a holster that is an inside waistband holster for most of my carry solutions, whether it's an appendix style in this capacity where I'm carrying a gun with obviously this being concealed. So again, appendix carry concealed. This is a good way to carry a gun just in general. And another very common practice would be to carry inside waistband on the 3 or 4 o'clock. And that's great and that works fine for a everyday concealed carry fashion. However, when you're backpacking, for instance, if I'm carrying in the 3 or 4 o'clock position and I'm wearing a waist strap or even just a backpack in general, I may find it very hard to access my firearm, especially since I keep a waist strap tight. Not only is it hard to carry a firearm and reach for that firearm, but it's also extremely uncomfortable because a lot of the weight for my backpack is going to sit on my hips. So carrying a gun in my waistband while hiking is pretty much a no-go for me. I'll prove this example further with even the appendix carry. While it may be a little bit more accessible with a backpack and a strap, it is still not comfortable, nor is it highly accessible. So here I have an appendix carry, essentially with a backpack on. Still very uncomfortable, especially it would be very uncomfortable over a long duration where you're leaning forward, an elevation, and so on. So the best thing you could do is unstrap the gun, or rather unstrap the waist belt and reach for your firearm. And that is pretty much not even useful because, again, of how uncomfortable this is. Now, enter the chest bag. Whether it's a chest rig from Hill People Gear like this one, or a chest bag or pouch from anywhere else, it allows you to have the ability to carry a firearm on your body, on your person, and to have it accessible. And again, it's not interfering with the rest of my gear, unless I would wear a chest strap, which I wouldn't. Generally speaking, I just carry a waist strap and my shoulder straps, and I'm good to go. So now I have a firearm accessible without it hindering my performance of my backpack or me actually walking in the woods. Another thing that's great about this too is that I can utilize this for everything else. Like a phone, for instance. This has pockets for a phone, chapstick, a compass, a map, whatever I want. It's all accessible because not every backpack is going to have pockets on the waist belt itself. So if you don't have pockets on your waist belt, this is an even better option. I hate carrying anything within my pockets while hiking, just because, again, I'm either climbing up things, I'm moving around a lot, I don't want to rub, I don't want any discomfort in my legs while I'm hiking, especially at great distances. And you've got to think about another thing too, is in the summertime, or if it's raining outside, it's going to get extremely, I'm going to get wet either from sweat or from rain. So I don't want things in my pockets getting damp and soaking in sweat or anything of that nature. So this kind of allows me the opportunity to keep things near my hands and off my body, right? So this is just a great example of how to carry while hiking. And I've talked about this bag before. It is not limited to hiking. I can do a multitude of other things such as kayaking, running, walking, riding a motorcycle, and I can carry my stuff on me without it having to worry about my belt or my waistline at all. So this is just one great example of how to carry a firearm while backpacking. Now bear in mind there are quite a few other options to carrying a gun while backpacking or hiking. One of those might be just a simple chest rig. Say you want to carry a big 44 Magnum in a chest rig, you can certainly do that, but you then lose concealability. Another great option, in my opinion, for carrying a gun while backpacking might be something like an ankle holster, especially if you're wearing running shoes or a low top hiking boot. But if you're wearing anything high top, you're probably not going to be able to get away with ankle carry. You might also find that to be uncomfortable, but you do get that concealability. Another thing that I might consider if I were backpacking and I wanted to backpack in the woods would be a leg holster. I don't think leg holsters are for everybody, and certainly don't have any concealability in that fashion. But if you're going to carry your own person and you want an accessible firearm, I think that a leg holster would be a viable option for backpacking in the backcountry, especially where there are bigger predators. I live here in Virginia, so the biggest predators we have, if we want to even call it this, is a black bear. In some parts of the state, I'm sure some might argue mountain lion. But for this region, I would say it's less predatory threats, but I still carry a firearm while hiking where my laws and regulations allow. So the next time you're going backpacking or hiking in the backcountry and you want to carry a personal defense weapon on your person, you might want to consider either a chest rig or some of the other options that I've talked about for carrying while hiking. I do not like the idea of a gun being in a bag, or specifically a bag that I might have to take off and search for a firearm within a compartment. So just think about that kind of stuff when you're out there in the backcountry, in the woods, and you're hiking and you want to be able to carry something to defend yourself. If you guys are interested in a trigger retention holster for your Hill People gear or any other chest rig, please visit our website and check us out on Facebook and Instagram, Lethal Engagement Solutions. You guys have a great day. Signing out.